So you can now build your 2026 Mazda CX-5 at MazdaUSA.com, which is great, and you can find a ton of videos on it to watch before it arrives at dealers. But these videos and reviews are not telling you everything, so I'm here to share with you what they're not telling you. While this video is for entertainment purposes, I'm hoping you pick up on something you haven't heard about the 2026 Mazda CX-5. Be sure to subscribe because when they do arrive, you'll get a real deal, no fluff look at the all-new CX-5. If you were thinking of catching the all-new CX-5 at the Chicago Auto Show, where I'm at, Mazda will not be attending that this year. So with that, let's get started. These are on the water right now. On the way from Japan to the US port, they are being shipped at the same time as the remaining 2025 model years are. They are likely to arrive mid-March and first to dealers closest to the port of Tacoma, Washington. Now let's head into some numbers where we start at the track width first. So the 2025 CX-5 is an identical front and rear 62.8 inches, whereas the track of the 2026 model will carry an asymmetrical 63.2 front and 64 rear for more turn-in like the CX-50. While it does grow in length and wheelbase by just 4.5 inches, and it's almost 1 inch taller in height over the 2025, it made me think, well, is the drag coefficient any better on the 2026 than the 2025? And oddly enough, you cannot find any exact score for the CX-5 for 2025 or 2026. While we know the drivetrain is the same, the 2025 being a 6-speed automatic and the 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, that carries over into the 2026 model. This engine has been around a while and is said to be highly reliable, but not all problem-free. Some 2019 to 2022 models and examples of that engine have reported rare yet serious oil consumption issues or cracked cylinder heads. Now let's get into some more numbers. When we talk pricing, its advertised entry from the manufacturer shows everywhere $29,990, which never includes destination of $14,995. So your actual entry is $31,485. This is where I have an understanding of consumers and their distrust with the industry. Where the customer-facing information can be clearly misleading, in turn creating a disconnect from consumer expectations immediately when referencing cost. And it's not just Mazda. Manufacturers have been doing this forever. Secondly, how is it that destination for a CX-5 from Japan is the same as the destination charge for a CX-50 from Alabama? 2026 entry into the CX-5 space over the 2025 model year is an increase of $940 for the 2.5S model. An equipment standard is all-wheel drive, cloth upholstery, front and rear parking sensors, wired CarPlay, black or blue as a no-paint charge, while machine gray and rhodium white are the only other colors available in this trim. Roof rails are not available at all until preferred trim, CX-5. As we move through from here to the next available trims in the lineup and equipment offered, it should start to build a very strong value case for the 2025 model CX-5 and even CX-90. With a Premium Plus CX-5 for 2026, it reaches an MSRP of $40,485, nearly the same as a well-equipped CX-90, securing a turbo, inline-6, and even better fuel economy than the CX-5. The second trim offered is Select. 2025 model year ran an entry of $31,875 with basic paint, and your entry for 2026 will be $33,485, an increase of $1,610. Choice of 7 colors are now offered, and new to the lineup is Aero Gray. Standard will be everything that the 2.5S model has, but adds wireless charging and connectivity to Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, leatherette and micro suede upholstery in choice of light or dark, heated auto power folding side mirrors, but no power seat or heated seats. Boo! I would have gone power seat and heated seats over the power folding side mirrors if I was Mazda. Next is Preferred. This in 2025 ran an MSRP of $33,225 in its basic paint form, and now increases to $35,745, a difference of $2,520. Now you will have roof rails changing the profile of the CX-5 slightly and adding some utility, as well as now 19-inch wheels, power tailgate, still leatherette and micro suede upholstery, heated seats finally, and heated steering wheel, as well as active driving display, but power seat only for the driver with memory. And up until we get to the next trim, I'm only seeing 2 USBs in the cabin, where we used to have 2 in the back for rear passengers as early as Select in 2025. This should make a strong case for the 2025 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition with features like Bose sound, leather, moonroof, dual power seats, 19-inch wheels, power tailgate, and runs under $35,000. Okay, next up is Premium, with entry including destination at $38,395, where the 19-inch wheels move to a black finish. Which, aren't we over the black wheels on cars yet? No? Then I think you're going to love this next feature that the Premium trims bring to the space. I give you piano black exterior trim.
Boom.
Over wheel arches, lower bumpers, and rockers. Now, if your passenger, if not impressed with that, at least they get a power seat on their side now. And Bose sound finally makes its way into the cabin. Your first panoramic roof in the CX-5, ventilated seats, heated rear seats, and adds our rear seat USB-Cs. Finally, we have the Premium Plus trim for 2026 model year CX-5, and that's at $40,485. If you would like features such as the available 15.6-inch touchscreen over the 12.9-inch touchscreen that's standard, adaptive lighting, hands-free liftgate, 360 monitor, driver personalization system, and lane change assist. So with the Premium Plus trim in the 2026 model year CX-5 at over $40,000, this makes a strong case for the Mazda CX-90. At near the same cost and likely with better financing options, a bigger footprint, but a whole better value in my opinion. This is also starting to remind me of the 2024 to 2025 model year changeover for the BMW X3, where buyers sought the older body style versus the new one. And we will have a good number of old and new body style CX-5s to choose from, as they will sit side by side when the new model arrives. In the end, Mazda leans on the CX-5 as its best seller to capture what it can in this extremely competitive space. I'm hoping previous owners enjoy the upgrade and we are able to intrigue new faces and drivers to explore Mazda for the first time. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts to add to the story, especially if you think I missed something, and subscribe for when the 2026 CX-5 arrives here. I would like to show you an exclusive, in-depth, at-dealer look at the all-new 2026 Mazda CX-5. Safe travels everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.